Hey guys, this is Ayush Rathod. Welcome to the Blue Biker. This is where I talk about motorcycles, and some of you guys listen, some of you guys like it, and a few of you guys find it helpful. Hopefully, you are one of them. I hope you find the videos helpful, which is why I'm making these videos in the first place. Anyway, today's topic is about fitting your new armor in your riding gear when it does not want to fit. It's exactly the thing that's happening with me. So, let me run you through it. These are my 3-year-old Rynox Airtex riding pants. I love these. I don't want to move to anything else because these serve the function perfectly fine. They are comfortable, they are safe, they are level 2. So, love it. But there is one problem with the pants. When I purchased these, they came with small pockets and this stupid excuse of an armor that bends always. It's not safe at all. Fortunately, new Rynox Airtex pants come with a level 2 armor on the hips from I think Nox, if I'm not wrong. So they are safe, but this is not. I want something to protect my hips if I ever go down. So I got out. So I went out and got myself Safe Tech level 2 hip armors. As you can see over here, it's level 2. These are safe. These I've heard good things about these. And one thing you should know, this is the standard size of hip armors. This is how big every armor is, whether you're looking at D3O or Nox or SafeTech. I ran into another problem. Like I mentioned, the pocket is too small on the riding pants, so the armor seems to be really tight inside. As you can see over here, it's stretching the fabric and it's stretching the stitching. So over time, this stitching will come off as I wear the pants and use them around town or going on long rides. So once this stitching comes off, the pant is basically useless because I won't stitch it again. I mean, I can stitch it, but I wouldn't want to go through the hassle of repairing my riding pants. I don't believe in repairing your riding gear. If it's gone, it's gone. Small adjustments are completely fine, but I don't want to go through all that. So, what am I going to do? Well, there are a few options that you can try if you are also facing this issue. And this is very common. This is more common than you would think. A lot of my friends have run into this problem before. So, this is why I'm making a video about this. One of my friend I remember had purchased a riding jacket and his D3O wouldn't fit in the jacket pockets. This is because manufacturers, they all have their own dimensions and requirements and whatever, and some of them do it so that you only have to buy their brand armor and not some other brand's armor. Sometimes that may not be possible in India because we don't get all the armors that are available to the global market, so we have very few options. In this case, one thing you can do is find alternatives. If you know the another brand's armor is going to fit, for example D3 might not fit, but Alpine Star's armor might fit, so go for Alpine Star. This is the best option. Just find something else. The second option is, if your riding gear is old and you don't mind spending some money, get new riding jacket or new riding pants. Again, not the most sustainable because riding gear is expensive. Ask me about it. I've spent so much money on my riding gear. The third thing you can do is modify your riding jacket. Again, there's something I don't believe in. Never modify your riding gear. It should be used the way it came. You don't want to do anything that would mess up the safety of the jacket or the pant or gloves, jacket, helmet, whatever. So don't modify your riding gear, which is why I'm modifying this armor. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm just going to cut half a centimeter from this side. I know it is controversial. Will this work? Is this safe? Should you do it? Let me give you some context. I've done a lot of research on this matter, so I know what I'm talking about over here. The thing is, if you modify your armor from the side just a bit, I'm talking about just a bit, okay, don't cut 1 inch of it, but let's say if I cut half a centimeter, it's not going to affect the armor's performance. Yes, it is reducing the total surface area it's going to protect, but overall the strength of it or the resistance of it is not going to be affected. That's how armors are designed. So it's completely safe, but you are modifying this. So if you think by modifying your armor, it's going to be on the back of your mind that your hips are not safe or your back is not safe all the time, don't do it, because peace of mind is very important when it comes to riding gear and safety. The more safe you feel on the bike, the better you ride. The less safe you feel, the worse your riding gets. And the worse your riding gets, you are prone to making more mistakes and maybe crashing. So don't go there. Don't spiral into all this. Know the risks. I'm not saying this is the best option. This is not the best option. This is the last option that I am resorting to. You might have to sometimes understand the risks and then do it, is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to first start by measuring how much I need to cut off. As you can see, over here it's loose, so I don't need to touch this. If I move this over here and make it loose, this thing on this side, the back side of the armor is getting tight. So I can feel it that I don't have to cut a lot, maybe just half a centimeter. So let's remove the armor and make some markings on it so you know how to cut them. I'm not doing this just off the internet. I also discussed this with a friend of mine who is a highly experienced biker. And he also said, yeah, you can do this, but you have to be very careful how you do this. So the armor is in my hands now. Let's make some markings. So take a Sharpie or a pen or whatever and start making some markings on the side. This is where art comes into play. I am not an artist, so I'm just going to start randomly and just mark half a centimeter to guide you. Be conservative with this because you can always make more adjustments, but you can't. Don't overcut. It's okay to undercut it sometimes, but if you overcut, you can't bring it back. If you undercut, you can always take it off and make some minor adjustments to it. Right? As you can see over here, I've made the marking. I'm not sure if it's visible on the camera because there's black and I'm using red pen. Just marking over here and on the second one also. Let's cut it. Am I confident? No, I'm scared. Get some good scissors. This is the only scissor I have, so I'm going to use this. Okay. Wow, this one hurts. This hurts. I'm not used to hurting my armor or riding gear like this. I respect my riding gear a lot, but I'm having to do this. Hopefully it works. If not, I just destroyed my expensive armor. It's not expensive, but it's 1000 rupees. You know how many vada paws you can get for 1000 rupees? A lot. Okay, so the first armor is cut. It's not the smoothest, but who cares? No one's going to see this. Just need to make some minor adjustments so there are no sharp ends on it. Now, before I cut the second one, let's try to install these on the pants. So up come the pant. Acha, acha. Yep, these go on the left side of the pants. When you install them, sometimes you have to bend the armor to get them in because the openings are small, but once they are in, they sit perfectly fine. This applies mostly to back armor. Like my jacket's back armor, you have to like fold it up and then put it inside. But once it's there, bye, it sits perfectly. Okay, let's see if this has worked. If not, we might have to take it out, make some minor adjustments. Now, as you can see over here, there is a lot of room that has opened up in the armor. You can just stretch and see like this. The armor is moving inside. However, on the top is where I may need to make some. Actually, no. This worked. Fits perfectly now. It's a bit tight, so that's a good thing. The armor won't move around, but it's not too tight that the stitching will come off. So let's do this to the second piece of armor. It is imperative that you use something nice. These scissors suck. Should have bought new scissors for this. Remember, if you're cutting, just cut this part. Don't stab something. Don't do anything to the main area of this. You're just cutting the sides. So this is how much I've cut. I feel really terrible about this, but this is the only solution I find right now. Adjust it, make some minor. Fits perfectly, doesn't it? See, fits perfectly. Oh yeah, I'm so happy. The second one also fits. It's enough space on the side. Let's put them on and see. I'm not going to show you that. Sorry, this is YouTube. If this was another site, I might have. Depends on how much you pay me, but not right now. As you can see, they sit right over here, so I'll have to move my pants up. This is where I wear my pants, and they sit perfectly on my hips, and they feel comfortable. They feel reassuring. Even if I move like this or bend down, these work. This is a really good decision to get some new armors. Remember, when you're wearing riding pants, wear them up. Okay, you don't want your pants to sag. They should be sitting above your waist. Think of them like old school high waist jeans. If you do that, the armor sits right on your hip. If not, it will sit on your thigh. That's not where you want it to sit. Worked like a charm. So yeah, remember, if you're doing this, please understand the risk of doing this. I am okay with the risk I have taken by shaving off half a centimeter of the armor. If you are not okay with it, don't do it. But if you are okay with it, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found this video helpful, and see you guys soon. Cheers.